And welcome back with Maddminister Gaming and episode 16 of Captain of Industry. The base has gone through lots of changes, started doing some different stuff, but it was time for me to build a proper petrochemical plant because I have not been taking advantage of the chains that you get and the after distillation process that you get through going through refining oil into diesel and then this heavy, medium, and light oil that you get out of that refinery process, and also some other byproducts that can be used to fuel the plant. Um, my diesel usage has gone up quite a bit because of what I've decided to start doing in the plant. We're gonna run it at slow speed. So obviously everybody's seen the coal mine. I found the bottom of the iron deposit, working on that. But because I want to dig this out and get the iron easier to get to, I started just dumping the iron here where this whole mound is just iron. And hopefully that's going to make it a little bit easier for me to deal with mining it once I cut this up to here. So I'm trying to get all the iron out, and then we'll start backfilling this with with rock. Over here, I've started the same process with the copper. Stacking the copper here. So I'm going to mine all of this. And the thing is, as the trucks are moving to build this mound, they're also filling the hoppers as they need, just like over at the iron deposit. And I'm starting to stack the soil all by itself, because when you're digging, what I found out, and it probably was obvious, but it wasn't to me at first, when you're digging all these areas down, if you want to plant farms on top of them, you need a layer of soil, because you cannot place farms on anything, on coal, iron, whatever, just rock. You need to have soil underneath the whole farm. So we're now, instead of just dumping the soil, creating land with the mix, we are going to start storing just a straight soil, so as we need it, we can come and mine it from the back side of the ramp as it's dumping. Because I started just cutting straight through this cliff face, and these vehicles are just gonna they're just gonna keep cutting straight through this, and whatever they run into, they're gonna just mine, and we'll sort it out. And I'm using all of that rock and material to build this landmass right here, as you can see. Since I've switched up, you can see the color difference here. This is mostly rock. Over here you have a mixture of soil and a lot of other things, and I was wasting soil in this area. So as you can see with the overlay, we're going to be turning that all into a landmass. And once it's built up around these, we'll go and flatten these things out. And I've added a lot of housing units, and I've still been short on workers. And I actually started running through food a lot, but I think I got that straightened out. The chickens has actually survived. Fourth attempt, the chickens are alive and kicking. It seems right now for me, 250 per farm seems to be the sweet spot. If I go 300 per... Actually, we'll kick one to 300. It tends to run through my animal feed production right now. Also, I flattened this sand area out here to build a water supply plant, and also making salt for my chicken farm for the meat products. Instead of having that water plant that's up here on the cliff, because again, it's easier when the stuff is flat. And then I just dumped all the sand right here, right next to it, which is still currently my sand dumping area for any sand I find anywhere else on the map, so I can come back here and get it pretty easily. And that's what's going on. And my diesel usage went up because since I'm stacking the iron, the copper, and the sand, I don't have a truck sitting around not doing anything. So they're constantly moving material around. So the diesel usage, I mean, I can't even keep this third tank full, which is why we are building this proper petrochemical plant. And if this one works out, we're probably going to double it. So what I've done, I've got the water desalination part set up. I got the Kickstarter boiler set up, and I got some water here ready to go, some coal ready to go, so that we can kickstart this to get it going, to get it producing. I got to bring oil into it. I have an oil line over here ready to go. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. We're going to need this coal burner to get it kickstarted, and once that's done, the main plant is going to run off of a gas boiler here, and then I'm going to, once this is started, I'm going to shoehorn another one in to just run the thermal desalinators. And it's going to be producing more water than it needs, more steam, but it's going to be running off of medium oil, which is what this whole setup is running off of, medium oil. The two gas boilers are providing the steam for the turbines, and then the gas boiler providing the steams for the thermal desalinator. And I have an emergency backup coal boiler sitting here that's hasn't run in forever, just in case we have a problem. But all of this medium oil is being produced by these two setups here, which are not efficient. They've had problems. I've had to repipe it. I've had to do things. They have some design flaws that take a while to show up, and you got to go and fix it. Plus, it's not just generating enough diesel for my consumption, because I have a second cargo ship that is running wood because I was blowing through wood for construction materials. Now let's get this started. Let's get in here. I designed this. I thought about doing it on camera, but it was so many changes, I just left it. Once I build it, we'll just check it out. So let's get this part of it built first. And I should have enough workers now, because I allowed the beacon to run for a couple years to get the workers into the mix. So this is gonna go and, oops, no, not, I don't need to bump it. We need to pick coal. There we go. It's gonna get steam going. We're gonna get this line pre-charged. Once I get, there we go. Okay, so this is gonna put steam into these two thermal desalinators. I just want to make sure that part's working first. We got steam coming in. Both of the turbines are running, and we are producing water in both of them. And then we are going to be discharging brine. For now, I'm going to do something with it later, but we're just going to discharge the brine. We're also going to have to discharge some sour water. So I've done a bunch of math, and I guess I'll go over that once I build it. I want to build it in pieces to make sure things are functioning first. So let's make sure this is fully saturated here. Water's going in. There we go. So we're going to build the gas boiler first, because we're going to get water into it from here, and I'm going to have to steal some medium oil from over here and get it into this line and get it into right here somewhere to get fuel into this gas boiler. And that is what's going to get the rest of it going. And then the oil hookup line, I believe, is this one. But you know what? We're just going to build the whole thing. And if we got to fix it, we got to fix it. We have plenty of Unity for this, plenty of parts. We are going to magic build this whole thing so we can see it. And we're going in slow. We're not in medium, because in case something is goofy. So we are magic building the whole setup. It's easier so it'll be easier to talk about because we can see it. And I'll probably pause it just so I'm not something goofy. So something goofy doesn't happen. Okay, once it gets built, we'll explain the plumbing. Plus, I had no way to test this, and we'll pause it. So this is a desalination stage 1. This is a second one. We have a stage 2, a stage 3. Then we have a cracking unit and a sour water stripper. So this unit here is going to provide the medium oil primarily to run the gas boiler. It's going to have some surplus. It's also going to be outputting sour water and heavy oil. It's going to have a 54 crude input. So this setup here is going to be to just run this. this back piece right here, because this is just going to be back up. And once this is running, I'm going to deconstruct this and we'll tuck it in back here somewhere just for emergency purposes. So this unit here is going to be putting its medium oil into the gas boiler. It's going to be outputting its sour water and heavy oil into these pipes system. Actually, its heavy oil is, the heavy oil is this one, I believe. I believe it's that one. So there's some lines being shared. So these don't require a lot of steam. They're pretty steam efficient. So this bottom line is a steam line all the way across to here. So this gas boiler is going to be providing the steam for all of this. And then once I get this switched up and it's up and running with this one providing the additional, we're going to set up another one that's going to only run the thermal desalinators. So this distillation is going to provide, and all of its medium oil is going to be moving forward to produce diesel right here into the desalinations tube, and also 12 light oil, which is going to be feeding. The light oil is going to go into distillation 3, going to be producing naphtha and fuel gas. That's going to go up into the cracking unit. The naphtha is going to be converted into fuel gas and sour water. And then the sour water is going to be going into the sour water stripper. It's going to be producing sulfur, which I'm not producing yet, ammonia, and 24 water. But I'm going to have an excess of sour water because I'm not going to be able to produce all of it. So there's some things I might have to take care of. And the other thing is, where's it at? So it's these two, right? Producing heavy oil. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with the heavy oil. And I'm thinking I might use the heavy oil into a gas boiler all by itself for another mini power generator, because once that's running back there and it's fully stabilized, we're going to start decommissioning this up here. But I'm going to have to double this up eventually. That's the plan. Now, whether it works or not, I don't know. We are at 5,600 units of diesel right now, and it's gonna get, and I can just start pausing trucks and things like that to get this working. So the next thing we need to do is we need to bring in, this needs oil, right? So I believe this is the oil line right here. Is that the oil line? You know what? I always got to do something to keep this straight. Let's put one of these. Let's see. No, that's not the way it goes. Rotate it. This is the way it goes, right? Yeah, that's the way it goes. So let's stick that right there. And actually, let's build this real quick, because I need to see it. Because I wish you could select this and it would still show you the outputs after things are hooked up, but they don't. And because I don't want workers in this, when we get it up, we're gonna pause it. Pause. So it's orientated the same way. So this is the sour water line. The steam line is on the bottom, yeah. So the medium oil is coming out there. This is the heavy oil line. And so this top line right here is the oil, where I need to bring the oil into. Now I'm wondering if I could just put it this way, because yeah, I think that'll work. Oil lines, oil. That one doesn't need oil, so the oil's not hooked up anywhere else. The sour water stripper doesn't take oil. Oh, see, there's a piping mistake right there. Pause this. Pause. I do believe I have a piping error. This is why we're looking at it. Sour water stripper. Let's rotate it. What is that line? It's trying to... Yeah, that's not an oil line. So, oil. What's this truck trying to get to? What are they trying to get to? No. See, they're trying to deliver stuff. So let's go truck import off, 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 and truck import off. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is a piping error right here. So sour water in plus steam. So the steam line is on the bottom. So it's the sour water line is not right. So obviously this is not right because that's oil. So we got to cut this. We have to cut that. See, this is why we're going over it slow. And let's get rid of that because that is not right. Okay, so then let's pause it again. So oil, distillation 2 is not connected to that top line. Nothing else should be connected to that top line. That top one is oil only. And yes, it is. So we can connect our oil supply, which I didn't need to take it under the bridge apparently. I could have brought it right there. Or should I just take it high? Yeah, I think we'll take it high. Let's get rid of this. No, let's get rid of that. I swear, I think my mouse is dying. We'll bring that oil line to here and we'll shoot across and connect it up. Let's do that right now. So let's connect this oil line. Why are you... I still don't like the way the pipe construction is. I think it's a little too finicky. Let's tuck it in. Let's tuck it in. So we're not wasting too much. And then let's connect it again. Hold on, why are we not connecting here? Max height, because it's at the top of the stack. Toggle direction of the pipe. Let's try it again. Max height. Why did it go down? See, I don't understand why it's going down like that first. And that is the oil connection, correct? Yeah, so let's build that. That's my oil coming in. This system, if it was running full out all the time, would take 108 oil input unless I've done something wrong. So this allows all the trucks to drive underneath it. Plus I wanted to run it at the top because it's the top of the stack. We're going to start getting oil into that. So it's going to go oil back to just these two are the two oil inputs. And how did you get oil into you when this line isn't even full yet? And it's not gonna be because it's running backward. Oh, we had a truck deliver it, didn't we? And then we got to check the direction of all the pipes and make sure that's right. Because we don't have any... Oh, we do have product in there now. Is it already running? Yes, it's getting here already. And a truck somehow got in here and delivered oil to this one. which is okay. Sure. Which is, this is actually going to help us out. Boom, let's stop that. Okay, so the sour water is that second pipe from the bottom. And that's what this needed to be connected to. The second pipe from the bottom is sour water. There we go. So when I built it, I just didn't see that properly. Let's build that. There we go. So we're going to get sour water in. And we already got steam in this thing. So we're just gonna get plugged because we need outputs for stuff on this end. Thanks for the trucks for delivering stuff. Okay, so we know that works. So that bottom line is sour water. Second from the bottom is sour water. So this pipe here, that's oil, that's oil. So the output, so this is also a sour water output, right? No, it can't be. Oh no, that's the third one up. So the third one up is that the diesel line? No. Light oil. Let's see. What's going on here? I think I have piping issues again. So this is the medium oil, which this one here is running that by itself. Medium oil. So you have a medium oil input, right? Okay, yeah. So that's your medium oil input. And you also have diesel and light oil output. So that's steam. So this is steam because there's steam in there. So that's a medium oil input, right? And this needs light oil. See, I don't know what happened here. I think this is piped. Oh no, that's number 3. Okay, so that's the light oil going into there. So this line right here is the diesel line, right? And that's the one we got to tie into that over there. But for now, what we're going to do, just so we can make sure we have some room to run this, just in case we got to make changes. Where do I want to put this tank temporarily? So that diesel line is probably going to have to run back this way, under the bridge, around. Yeah. So the diesel line, diesel is number 2 here. 36 diesel coming out. That's the only diesel output. Okay, yeah. So let's get this line going right now. Let's just do it. Boom. Okay, so this is the diesel line. And because this has to be staggered, we're going to have to drop it down. I wish it was smart enough to do the curve by itself, but it's not. There, we have a little bit of a gap, which is fine because it's got to go to there. I think we'll drop it down to ground level because I want to go underneath, or do I want to take it in its own? No, we're going to take it into its own path. We got plenty of space under this bridge for now. If I got to redo it later, I'll redo it later. So let's go here. We're taking it on the top route, although I don't have to, because this bridge allows you to do a double stack under that center section. Now, because I got a lot of stuff going on here, I'm about to raise it up. We'll probably just raise it up, run it, and drop it down in its own run right here. And somehow work it into this main diesel input is right there. Maybe we'll just bring it around for now, and I'll clean it up later off camera. So let's do that. Let's get this bad boy. Let's raise it up. I don't want it to attach. Which one did it go to? That one? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, we'll just leave it high like that. Is it right next to it? No, it's one off. This is so messy. Up here, it's so messy. This is why I wanted to do this, because this needs to get torn down and cleaned up. Let's raise it, drop it again, and then tie it in. And hopefully that works. Hopefully that works. I think that's gonna work. So what I'll do is I'm gonna magic build that whole line, because that's the diesel input. It'll take a little while for that line to be built. Oh, it's in 2 sections. Fine. Let's build that one. And see, I should have took these out to here, because if I add a second one in, the sour water strippers ain't gonna fit. So we're gonna let that build. Okay, so that's the diesel line. So the steam's on the bottom. Oil input is on the top. Diesel output's that second one. And this should be the sour water. Yeah, so this side's all hooked up. So now this side, we just have stuff going between units. Got away from the microphone there. So coming out of this is going to be heavy oil, which is going to go through here. That's also going to output heavy oil. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I think I have a mess up here. So we're already producing diesel. Oil, diesel going out. Uh-oh, the sour water is not right. This has a sour water output. And where the hell is that sour water? Is it backing up in the system? No. Where's it at? I gotta watch it. Sour water. Was it right there? That's heavy oil. That's heavy oil. That's heavy oil. Where the hell's that heavy oil going? The heavy oil is gonna get backed up. I'm about to provide a tank for heavy oil. So that means, oh, there's the sour water. Sour water. Is that the right? Yes. Okay, so this also produces sour water. I'm going to assume that that's sour water. This produces no sour water. This produces no sour water. Okay, so we're going to have to... I need to create a temporary holding tank out here on the end for the heavy oil till we get this straightened out. I wasn't really thinking about that. So let's just put it out here on the end. This is going to be temporary, so it could be like right there. because that water, yeah, it's fine. So that heavy oil is right there, right? So this is the heavy oil line. Let's go ahead and build a dot. And I don't know why I'm building it with the big pipes, because it doesn't need it. So let's just do that, and then we'll do that. Let's see, heavy oil should flow into this tank right away. And then we can burn heavy oil in a boiler, but I got to get that set up. So heavy oil's coming out. We're going to get heavy oil in here. Truck import off. I don't want truck. There we go. Heavy oil. Actually, what? This is light oil. Okay, so the heavy oil is working. So cracking number distillation stage 3, and we need a place for the naphtha and the fuel gas to go, which I think is messed up also. Okay, what's going in there? Light oil's going in, which means naphtha is coming out and getting turned into fuel gas there. And there we go. And we also need to store fuel gas, because this is outputting fuel gas and sour water, which is already hooked up. So let's see. So this top line here is fuel gas. Yeah, let's do another storage tank just to catch it while we're straightening it out. Yeah, obviously I'm not keen on, let's leave space, because trucks, I don't know why I would want trucks to get in there, but let's just go ahead and leave some space for that to happen if it needs to. Let's build that. Let's get this pipe for fuel gas. Oh, why are you No. Yeah, what are you trying to do here? Why did it jump to the... It's fine, whatever. Fuel gas. There we go. That's gonna fill up pretty quick too. Let's see. Let's let it run. And we got fuel gas coming in. And I'm using fuel gas in a couple places. Ooh, that's gonna fill up super fast. What was that? What was that? Naphtha. Naphtha's going in, creating 30 fuel gas. Oh man. And then sour water's going out. And sour water is, that's oil, that's diesel, this is steam, this one's sour water, right? Because these put out sour water, yes. So this sour water line, we just need to dump for now. And we'll figure it out. So, oops, wrong one. Recycle. Liquid pump. We'll just put it right there. We're going to contribute to water pollution with this for now until we come up with a better... Oh, wait. No. No, we're putting the sour water into the cracker. And then we're getting sulfur, ammonia, and water out of this. That's right. What am I doing? We'll just leave that pump over there. So we could just dump the water into, yeah. So we need sulfur and ammonia. Is ammonia storage? Because some of these in the canisters are actually, yeah, okay, it's fluid storage. So actually we can, oh, this is not good because I can't go anymore because trucks can't go underneath of it. And I need these guys to be, we could get rid of this. Yeah, this is turning into a mess. More mess than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we need to put water. Actually, I guess I could take the water out down here and just dump it back in back here, huh? That might be the way to go. It's going to be a lot of extra pipe, but I think we'll just do that. Actually, I could put the water. Now we'll just dump it for now. I mean, I could put a pipe bouncer, recycle it, but what? It's just water. It's not. It's fine. It ain't gonna do anything. Recycle, fluid pump. Right there. That's where we're gonna dump that water. Let's go pipe. So we're gonna catch this water output. We're gonna run it right next. Why did you do that crazy? Yeah, we're just gonna, no, we can't do that. So we got those, that's right. So let's just run it here. There. To the end of the generator. Hook it up. Let's magic build that and that. That'll give a place for that water to go. The pipe is coming down. And then we need to grab the... We need to grab the sulfur and ammonia. And what was I going to use ammonia for? I already forgot. Ammonia. What was I going to use it for? Oh, there we go. We were going to make fertilizer with ammonia and nitrogen because this is almost a, this is a, to get a nitrogen, this is funny. This is one of those, byproduct is O2. Like literally the byproduct's O2 and water. This is one of those freebie deals to make fertilizer for the farms. And we'll get off of, I don't even know if that's legit, but I got to do something with the ammonia. Because right now that's the only use I have for it. I don't need hydrogen for anything. I guess we could flare it off. I think we might do that actually for now. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to flare the ammonia for now. It's going to create air pollution, but yeah, you know what? We're going to do that because I haven't really got the infrastructure to deal with the ammonia. Now I just need to deal with the sulfur, and those are just a large bin. And then I can actually probably, I think I could just dump it. So you know what? We're going to put a bin somewhere for the sulfur. That's not back there. I need to truck it out of there because I got too much stuff going on back. I don't want any dry storage back there. So where can I put this bin that's kind of out of the way? This large bin. Let's just here. Let's go sulfur, right? Right there, that's sulfur. So we'll just do a large storage bin. Can I drive underneath? Up here? Yeah, we're going to do a large storage bin right there. We're going to call that sulfur storage. Sulfur. Boom. Truck export off. That's where the sulfur is going to go. And I'm just going to have to deal with that solid. Here after I get this thing up and running, the flare is already going. That's going to add pollution, but it's fine. I'll just have to deal with it for now. We'll put a small bin here. Actually, we'll put a medium-sized bin right here. We'll put that right there. sulfur is going to be a V-belt. Yep. Let's magic build this. We're just burning off the ammonia, which is going to add to air pollution. It's fine. I'll just deal with it for now. No big deal. Truck import off. Truck export on. Okay, so we got fuel gas being made, and the fuel gas is going to pile up real fast. And it looks like it's going to be, it looks stable, I think. Right? It seems to be stable. I'm adding 36 more diesel to the system. This didn't come out as clean as I wanted it to. So actually, you know what we could do? How much fuel gas are we? No, because of the fuel gas. I think we might set up a gas burner to burn fuel gas and heavy oil back here to just run this without this coming on. I think that's what we're gonna do here. Let's set that up real quick. Gas boiler. Here, so it'll be a steam line going. It'll loop around, going there. We could bring, actually, let's cut that. We turn it that way. We could bring fuel gas and heavy oil back this way into it, because it'll run off of heavy oil and fuel gas. Let's put fuel gas at the top, heavy oil second. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, right? Let's see. Steam line will go out, and it needs water, but I have the system's charged with water already right here. So let's what the heck is this? Oh, that's the discharge for the brine. Do I want to shove it in there? Is there space for it? First of all, is there space for it? Yes, there is space for it. We could put it right there. So right now what we need to do, we need to run this line kind of goofy wampus to right there. It doesn't let you connect a loop in a pipe. Then we'll cut this out and quick connect it. Boom. We'll quickie deconstruct that. This pipe back in, reconnected the steam line. There we go. And then now we could drop this gas boiler in there, right? Did I delete it? Let's see, where's it at? Gas boiler. Have to offset it a little bit, which is fine. That's fine. We have to offset it. No big deal. Smokestack. Right there. This is pretty tight. And I'm wondering if I should put a pipe balancer into this because I'm gonna move this down here, and that way it's set up like this with that coal backup. And if I put a pipe balancer in here, it allows it to not use this unless it runs out of steam in the system. Let's see if the pipe balancer will fit in here at all. Let's see. Yeah, it'll fit, right? I just wish it was a little cleaner. Right there. Let's put this line in there. Put that line in there. And then we'll do that. So what we do is priority in, and then now wherever we stick this in, it'll use this first. This isn't gonna run because there's no water to it yet, but that's easy. We got a ton of water right here. Oh, wait a minute, that ain't gonna work. Wish I would have. Actually, this actually works perfect. Right there to there. Build that. Just like that. And then this is probably 48. This only takes 36. If I run medium, heavy, and fuel gas into this one, it should always run, but I will need a pipe balancer to do that properly. So let's put the pipe balancer right here. So we need to run these down. Look, it's filling up already. We need to run, and we could just take them right over the top of this line, right? Because then we could just drop them in. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do this. I just don't know because I'm still figuring the game out, man. Figuring the game out. So let's do export. Truck import off. Let's just export all of that. We're going to take this fuel gas line. Actually, we'll take it from here because I never know. I might want it down here for some reason in the future. We'll run this all the way. I got a space in the middle. So what I'm thinking of doing is there's that. Quick deliver. Let's just quick deliver that too. I got plenty of Unity for all this. Okay, it's already going. And then we want to bring the heavy oil also, because there's no real use for heavy oil. Come on, build so I can see. There's no use for heavy oil other than to burn it in the game. That so far, the tech level I'm at, I don't know if it changes or not later. But let's pause this real quick. Okay, let's no. There we go. It's out of there. Boom. Now we're going to take that heavy oil line all the way back also. Is that connected? We don't want it to connect. Let's see. Let's go all the way to No, 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 no. Get no. What? Why are you trying to jump out? What's something's in the way? Cannot join to a ramp. Oh, there's a ramp. Stupid. So let's take it there. We'll take it out. We'll take it there and plug it in. Again, here we go with the freaking spaghetti piping again. That's heavy. And I have a feeling this is gonna back up also because this isn't gonna run enough. So what we need is a pipe. Right there. Right there. So we're gonna prioritize fuel gas. Priority in. So it should burn fuel gas first. Right? So we'll pause that. This sucker should kick in. And it's not. There it goes. Oh, fuel gas is way down there. No wonder I didn't see it. So we want to prioritize fuel gas, then heavy oil. Oh man, sulfur is backing up already. So we want to empty that. We want to empty that so we can get rid of them. And it appears that my design was kind of close. That is the gist of the petrochemical plant. I want to double this up, but obviously I have issues I need to fix. Like, I'm not sure, like, I got these tanks sitting around now all over the dang place. It's kind of irritating me. But it's running. And only time will tell if it's stable. I'll just leave this set up here for now. So what I need to do is, oh, I didn't finish hooking up this pipe balancer. That's what happened. So, oh no, wait. No. We want to kind of keep that separate, don't we? Why did I put this in here? Oh, it was for that one. Yeah, let's get that out of there. I was gonna disconnect this from that, which just means I need to disconnect this. That whole thing. Quickie, get rid of that. Can that. That there. And before I move it, because I'm gonna move this eventually, we'll just plug this into there. So if this runs out of steam, once it's built, once I unpause that, when that runs out of steam, it'll back up. As soon as the steam backs up, it'll shut off. And it should be shutting off any hot second now. There it goes. It shuts off. And then all I have to do is tie it into the water, fresh water line coming off of this. So what I need to do is actually need to bring that right next to it. Put the coal bin behind it. I don't need the water. Matter of fact, I don't know why we're talking about it, not just doing it, right? I can just put it right here, right next to it. Actually, like right there. Actually, let's just cut that line off again. Here we go. Building stuff and not fully thinking it through. Might as well do it now, right? Okay, so again, this is the backup. The coal boiler is the backup. Let's stick that right there. Pipe in, water in, smokestack in, right, and then we'll put a new bin over here. Rotate, rotate. Right there. V shape. Don't ask me why I did it that way. I just did. Let's deconstruct this. Quickie deconstruct it. Super fast build this. So let's took truck import off for right now. Truck import off for right now because it'll keep trying to fill it up. And let's transport all this. This is going to be coal. The water tank goes bye-bye. Don't need it. They'll come take the water and haul it away to wherever. And let's see. That fuel gas line is full. The heavy oil line isn't. Maybe I should leave a fuel pipe balance it, or just put a giant fuel gas tank on the end over here. Once this is gotten rid of, I don't know where it's gonna go though. I guess I could, I mean, this one's been here forever actually. Let's just do that. Get rid of that heavy oil because I think I have another one sitting over here somewhere that I just need to start getting rid of these damn oil, these tanks just sitting around not doing nothing. So truck export on. Heavy oil, where's it at? Heavy oil. Boom. So they should start, the truck should start moving that to there. Let's get rid of that tank, and I think we're going to end up putting a giant, maybe right here, a huge one of these big fuel gas tanks. Let's quickly get rid of that. Truck import. Okay, so not as clean as I thought it was gonna come out. I was expecting it to come out a little bit different. You're coming to get water, good to get that stuff out of here. Where you're taking it, I don't care. It just needs to go by. You're moving the heavy oil. You're moving the heavy oil, and it's empty, which is excellent. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of it super fast. The sulfur, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with it real quick. And nothing is backing up. We're burning off the ammonia, which I want to capture the ammonia eventually. Really want to capture the ammonia. So let's build a big tank for the fuel gas. Let's stick it. Actually, let's give some rooms. Do I got space to run stuff in that side of the bridge? No, I don't. Let's just put it right there. That might come back to bite me later. I don't know. Let's quick deliver that. This is going to be fuel gas. Truck import off. Boom. It will take, it's this top one, right? Yeah. We'll take a line from the top, run it over there. Oh man, this turned into a mess again. Another mess. Another mess. Let's back it up to like right there. No. Right there. The heck is it? What's going on here? Oh, there's uneven ground right here. Alright, let's just do that for now. The problem with this is it's gonna want to split it 50-50, and that until that fills up, that gas boiler back here is gonna be running off of heavy oil only. But it shouldn't need to run that much. It shouldn't need to run that much. Truck import off. I wish we could put pipe balancers up high on the stack. You can't do that though. It doesn't let you. That could be something that maybe the devs need to look at. Being able to stack pipe balancers vertically. But that's fine if this shuts off because I got my backup over here now. It's ready to go. Let's get rid of... We don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need that. Because if it shuts off, the coal will kick in. Truck import on. Let's keep it at 288. Actually, let's keep it almost full. No, keep it at 288. Export off. I don't want them robbing coal over here for nothing. And I think that's gonna be it. Man, it was a lot. I mean, that's an hour right there dealing with this because I'm not that good with it. Plus, I had to do a whole lot of math to somewhat get this close to working. Because again, I'm not watching YouTube videos of people who know how to do this stuff. I'm trying to learn it as I go, figuring it out on the fly, which I think makes it a little more fun, in my opinion anyway. That's just me. So yeah, there we go. We have our first proper petrochemical plant. Somewhat proper. There was a lot of, I had to modify stuff because there's things I just didn't think of. I wasn't aware of to do, but that's fine. That's part of learning the game. I think it's fun. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I think it's a pretty cool game. It's more in depth than it actually looks like at first. You got to really start playing and you'll realize all the stuff you need to keep track of. Like I still haven't even built this because I don't really need it. I thought I needed it, but I don't. I'm just leaving it there for a placekeeper. I have a carbon copy of that petrochemical plant I just built right here, which I'll probably stitch that in over here off camera. Try to get that to work a little better than this. I got to figure out what to do with this sulfur here pretty soon. I'll do that off camera also. And yeah, it's been Maddminister Gaming with episode 16 of Captain of Industry, early access game on Steam. I like it. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I finally got a somewhat of an idea what the end game is in early access, which I wouldn't really consider. Apparently, we're supposed to build a rocket and launch it into space, but I'm not close to that. So if you like the game, enjoying the videos, come back, watch episode 17, and have a good time with it. I'm having fun with it. Ask me questions, drop in chat, whatever. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thanks for dropping by. And have a great day, great evening, great week, great month. Oh, whatever it is. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. And I am out.